What was? I mean,
Yeah.
how many men are in the field?
There were 15.
15. What were the 14 other runners thinking? How can 14 runners all be equally dumb?
Well, speaking of tactics, you don't normally see a tactical 1500.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Oh,
you don't normally see a
steeple.
tactical steeple in a championship or really in any race because people are worried about their own safety and they want to be able to see the barriers. I think I saw, this could be wrong, I think I saw 257 for the first K, which would have been 851 pace, which is insane. Everybody was in it. I was worried for their safety with that water jump, 2 to go, because they were going really fast and they all were there. There were some people falling at some point. There was a cameraman on the track at some point that they had to run around. It was incredibly chaotic. But you're right. The end result is the guy who can kick, the guy who can close, delivered with El Bakkali. Must have been so happy.
He was probably freaking out the entire time. Like, they cannot be serious. They
Yeah.
cannot be just handing me the title like this.
Yeah.
He's like, there's got to be some other play here. He probably was like, maybe they're trying to double negative him and make him overthink it. It's like, yeah, we're going to make it so easy for you. You're going to screw it up. But I will say this. I'm going to, there's been great steeplers out there. There's been greatest of all times. I'm not calling El Bakkali the greatest of all time.
No, you shouldn't.
But I am going to call him. He is the greatest final lap water barrier of all time.
Better than Kemboi?
You watch the final barrier.
Yeah.
It is night and day. It looks like he is Carson Warholm going over a hurdle. It is insane. Yeah. His final water barrier, he gets 2 strides on everyone every single time. He got 2 strides on everyone. He does it in the Diamond League. He's doing it in the Global Championships. He is the greatest final water barrier, and I would take him over anyone else. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that way? Did you think that was like his final water barrier was just like? Well, it looked like he was triple jumping.
It was hard to separate that from just his kick because he was going so much faster and just the total domination that we expected and that we saw over the last lap of the race. Yeah. But I mean, I just remember Kemboi years ago just being able to really move off of that barrier. But yeah, it's Stark. He's skilled over the barriers, and you combine that just with the top end speed.
Watch back the replay. So go on YouTube, whatever, and you will find we got some spam in the chat. We're gonna ban this user.
All right, there we go. While we do that, Evan Jager, U.S. fans, got 6th. I asked him, hey, would you have taken that a couple months ago? He said, yeah, but nevertheless, he was still disappointed. Didn't like the way he raced just because it was so slow. It was so tactical. Hillary Bohr gets 8th for the United States. So the U.S. goes 6 and 8. You want to jump over to heptathlon, or do you want to talk about the 200 prelims?
Let's say the 200 prelims for the end of the pod. So so we can build up our audience because I'm sure they're excited to hear. If you're listening to the Instagram live, there's some interesting quotes coming out from the 200-meter men that I think we need to dive into in detail.
I don't actually know what these are.
Gordon
did not tell me.
I've been waiting.
I interviewed Arian Knighton, and there wasn't really too much there.
This came from Joseph Fombule, and it came from Noah Lyles.
Gotcha. All right. Colton says, I noticed the final barrier too, Gordon.
Thank you.
Colton has got your back.
He's got it. He saw it. There was like an audible gasp from the crowd. Did you not hear the gasp when he went over the barrier? Everyone's like, wait, what just happened? Did he have like a rocket attached to his shoe? It was insane.